Do slabs and stone, 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 slabs, slabs, lag, slabs, and piece of stone and 2 slabs. Okay, and put in the door to the garage. There we go. And the front door, and I'm still thinking of replacing that with sandstone. I don't know. Pretty soon I'm gonna take a break for a drink, and well, I don't know, maybe during that break in the recording I'll play around with that, see how things look, see how I like them. But this is looking pretty good so far. The upstairs is complete, and this has still not vanished. Very fabulous. Okay. So, let's see. Let's put this in here and put some nether fence in. This is just a decorative sort of thing to add a bit of interest. And in some houses, there are like shelves and cabinets and stuff in these. So to represent that, I think I'm going to go ahead and put some trapdoors on there, but I suppose I should do the flooring first, because if I put the trapdoors on first, they're just gonna break and blah blah blah. I'd like to be able to use the new carpet blocks, but being that you can't place those in front of trapdoors and such, that kind of limits how useful they are to me, basically. Shame too, because I was absolutely psyched about those, but that's how life is. You get all worked up about something and it ends up being crap. So, let's see. The kitchen is going to be in this corner here, which I think is like kind of sort of the opposite of how it was in the other house, but it's, as you develop styles, you kind of revise things as you go. And I think having the kitchen there and the dining space here kind of gels better with the house design as a whole. So we'll just fill this in with carpet. Because carpeted dining spaces were actually pretty popular back in the day. And that was, up until like the mid-late 80s. I know my grandma's house has one. And I don't know, maybe people back then were just more neat, but the carpet actually seems to have stood the test of time pretty well. Not just in her house, but in pretty much every house I've looked at with a carpeted dining space. Maybe it was heavier built or better resistant to stains. Who knows? Anyway, this is getting a bit tangential, so let's see. Let's get rid of that for now and continue filling in the carpet. Oops, wrong block. Now, I've heard that beacons produce brighter light than glowstone does, and I'd use them, but every time I do, like sometimes they'll just go dark at random, and I use beacons for the streetlights along sort of a parkway in a different part of the city, and they look nice, but they always shut off at random. Some of them stay on, but most of them don't, and that's just kind of a pain. Maybe that just like works on the servers that have those plugins that like stop fire from spreading and such. But that does not work for me, because I have no plugins aside from Optifine. And that's not a plugin as much as it is just a mod, but whatever. Anyway. So I'm just tiling the kitchen here real quick, and let me... Oh, I'm using the wrong things. I need stone for this. Okay, there we go. Let me take the tip of the individual who requested this. Sorry, but I forget your name, buddy. I'm terrible with names. That's in real life and on the internet. If somebody introduces themselves to me, I can almost guarantee that within 10 minutes of meeting them, I have totally forgotten what their name is. So, yeah, it's just... But anyway, I'm going to use this dispenser as a sink as versus the usual hole with water in it. That does actually look better, I have to agree. Now, well, actually, let's swap places with these. There we go. Okay, so the oven can be next to the sink. Crafting bench can be in the corner. All is well. So, let's see. Let's put this up. And let's put a refrigerator in. That's just going to be 2 iron blocks and an iron door. Okay, that, and there we go. Okay, so that's in. And we will put in some cabinets too. Oh, let's no, let's just stick with this. And in that place we will put in an oven hood, like I have in one of the other houses around here. There we go. Okay, that. Let's put in some trapdoors for the cabinet doors. Alrighty. So that's closed apparently. And let's put in a lever for the sink. Oh no, that's gonna... Oh, okay. See, I thought placing that was gonna mess with the trapdoor, but I guess not. Whatever. Okay, so that's the kitchen. It's fairly small, it's fairly basic, but it's got everything you need, more or less, and I think it gets the job done. So let's put in a nice bay window, I think it's called. Well, the kind of window that like sticks out from the house, and there we go. Okay. Awesome. Now let's just add in something decorative in this windowsill. Maybe just a flower pot and a mob head. And Steve, why not? There we go. I dropped the flower. Or something. I don't know what happened to that. Went off into the ether. Okay, so now, let's see. This is a bit of a challenge. It's finding a place where I can put the glowstone without it going through to the next floor. Big yawn. Excuse me. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna stick with torches because that's what I've been doing as of late with these sort of houses that are 2 stories proper. It's just, it's an easy way to get around that issue. And until glowstone slabs or something similar introduced, I think that's probably the only way to get around the issue. Whatever. So let's put these item frames in. Actually, no, we'll put the torches first. And the frames second. Mix that up. There we go. And those are what is called wall scones. Or something like that. I think it's the same pronunciation as like the crumbly breakfast dessert thing. Scone. So let's do that with the living space too. And looks like it's raining out there. Thought it was gonna rain today, but it did not. Which is fine. Rain last night, the flowers got their water. I got to mow the lawn. All is well. Okay, so that's all of the wall scones and stuff. Let's see, this is looking pretty good. Let me put in TV. That'll be fun. And let's grab some snow too. That's in the decorative category. So let's put this down. I'm gonna try something I've seen on YouTube with these. Just wait for that to load in. So there we go. Oh, missed one. Awesome. Okay, so there's a cabinet for the VCR player and such. And put in that. There we go. Let's get rid of that, because that doesn't really belong there. Okay, awesome. Now we have our big old school TV. And let's just put in a couch real quick for good measure. Okay, and that. Let's make it like a wraparound sort of thing. Another item frame at the end of it. Did that place? I guess it didn't. Let's put another one here. There we go. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Let's see if I can. Well, no, that wouldn't work. Just gonna try something with the fence, but no. Let's just put a torch on top of this part to light up this area of the living space. And let's put in a one square of like a rug or something. Actually, no, that just looks really out of place and strange. Okay, so that's basically everything for the inside. Maybe I'll just add a table in the dining room for fun. Let's grab... Oh, there we are. On this whole day I've just been nodding off. Jeez. And some pressure plates and a fence. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's put this here. Oops, jeez. Kind of looks like the sort of booths you see in restaurants, but I think it gets the point across. It's a dining table. Okay, so we're kind of delving a bit into furnishing. Let's see here. Let's go back out, and we can deal with the rain. That's no problem. Okay, let's put in some concrete for an actual patio out in the back. I'm not going to landscape this too much, just for time's sake, but I kind of like it that way. I mean, as nice as it is to watch videos where the person in the video actually like landscapes and everything, it's also kind of nice to be able to put your own ideas into it rather than feeling like you probably should follow the video's directions or sequence or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and build out a pathway to the garage or the store. And I'll put a door in that too. There we go. Okay. So let's put some gravel around the back side of this deck. Well, I guess I should say the perimeter. I'm thinking the back side of the house, I guess. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. That's place. That's just a ghost block. Okay, so I think that's about right. Let's wait for these stupid things to appear and disappear. Ugh, jeez. Come on, guys, come on. Okay, that's gone too. Okay, so let's see. Let's put a fence on this side of the house too. And let's put it out to fairways, just about to the end of that house's fence. Guess I should do that on the other side too, real quick. The one problem I have with this sort of house is that it always ends up looking really awkward and ugly from the back. And I think that's just the thing with pretty much any really tall vertical house. I mean, I've been to some very nice new subdivisions, and The front of the houses will be all fancy and kind of gawky and overwrought, but gawky. What? Gaudy, maybe? I don't know what that was supposed to be. Anyway, yeah, they'll be really, I guess they'll have a presence, I guess I should say. And they'll look all fancy dancy. And then you go where you see the back side of the houses, and then it's just like one big slab with windows and siding on it, and it just looks kind of ugly. Okay, so let's put in some soul sand as like wood chips or something like that. And we'll put in some bushes on top of it. So I'll just do that around the front, around this patio, and then just along the whole wall. And there we go. Okay, so let's fill this in just a bit more. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do 2 more for this too. There we go, that's good. Okay, now let's grab some spruce leaves. Now spruce. And put those down. It's pretty much exactly what I'm doing with the house down the street, but oh well. Yeah, actually I think I might do gravel with this too, because it just fits the house a bit better. And I don't want to be blatantly ripping off one of my own houses either. But is it really ripping it off if it's one of your own creations? Who knows? I'm sure there's like some philosophy or something like that with that, but I don't have time for such things. Oh, phone is